Hello, I think you guys can hear me. And welcome to day 2 of this year, 2024. Today is Tuesday, I think. Yeah, today's Tuesday the 2nd. As always, unedited for the most part. If I say something totally ridiculous, I'll probably edit it in post. But for what I'm trying to accomplish here is to talk about some of the things that I've been working on for years and really haven't taken the time to share it with anybody. So all this knowledge is locked in my brain while the world continues to go forward, and now I want to share it. Why not, right? Maybe a little bit late to the party, but better late than never. So what I want to show you, well, the picture behind me was created with a program called Stable Diffusion. And Stable Diffusion comes in many different flavors. One of the kind of interfaces that I've been working with, which I think is very exciting, is ComfyUi. ComfyUi is a front-end, back-end type tool that leverages Stable Diffusion's technology, but puts it in a way that's easy to manipulate, configure, and expand upon using drag and drop nodes. So let me show you what it looks like. This is ComfyUI. So ComfyUI is made up of different nodes. Each one of these boxes is a node, and each node does something special. So if you know anything about Stable Diffusion, Stable Diffusion is made by creating images based on a model that was trained on a bunch of other images, right? They're called checkpoints. And then by using prompts, you can use positive prompts and negative prompts to take the images from that checkpoint, and through the magic of diffusion and a few other settings that I can get into later, you're able to create amazing imagery. So in this example, you will see there's a bottle over here, a magical bottle that was created using some simple prompts that you see here. Beautiful scenery, nature, glass bottle landscape, purple galaxy bottle. And then the negative prompt would be text and watermark. So as you can kind of put together, the positive prompts are what you want to see, and the negative prompts are what you don't want to see. We're using one of the newest type checkpoints called a realistic vision. And like I said, there are hundreds of different checkpoints that are modeled after different images in which you want to find. Some of them are photorealistic, some of them are natural, some of them are, mystical, anime. Anime's big. I think more than 60% of all checkpoints are made up of some form of anime. But let me show you a quick example of what we can do here. We're going to add not safe for work, and we're also going to add nude to the negative prompt, so that when it goes through the checkpoint, it doesn't accidentally create something that's not appropriate for YouTube. Over here, we're going to change the positive prompt to something else. So off the top of my head, I'm going to think of something. So right now it's winter time. We just got through, it's the 2nd of January. So why don't we do a amazing firework display 2024, highly detailed and explosions. That might throw it off, but we're gonna try that. And then down here we have text, watermark, nude, and we'll do like blurry. We don't want to say blurry, and dull. We don't want any of those. And we're gonna bump this up to 1024 by 1024. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a portrait. So let's change this to 512 again, and then we'll set this one to 1024, which is double. All right, and we're gonna leave everything else the same. This is the seed. So a seed is like a fingerprint to a photograph. Is very, 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 very hard to produce the same image if you don't have the same seed. That's how specific it is. This node is just saying to randomize the seed every time you run a prompt. It gives you new image all the time. The steps are how many diffusions it goes through before it ends up on the final image. So the more steps you have, the more detailed it would be. The CFG, I call that the creative scale. So the creative scale, the closer you get to 1 is how much it likes your prompt. Like, I'm going to follow your prompt to the T. And then the lower the CFG is how much latitude you give the computer to figure out how to decipher what those words are. Sampler name, there are different types of algorithms that are diffusion maps that it goes through to create these images. I mean, there's quite a few. I'll click on it. You can see all of these things have different papers designed to explain to you how exactly it goes through those noise diffusion maps. And then the scheduler, again, in conjunction with the sampler, you can do different algorithms to make different calculations to make different high resolution images or whatever. We'll jump into that in another one. It's very complex to explain. And then denoise is, again, how close you want to get to what the prompt says, right? So 1, we want to nail it, and then if we went below to like denoise works the opposite of CFG. So if we do like a 0.1, it's like nothing really changes to the image based on the positive prompt. But if we kind of go all the way to 1, we get some magical, really interesting things happening. So we're just going to hit Q prompt over here, and what it'll do, it's very quick. It just went through, when it turns green, it goes through all these different nodes, and here is the first result from the prompt, which I think is fantastic. What we have here is fireworks scene, as we asked for it. Amazing firework display, 2024, highly detailed explosions. I mean, just like that. And we can keep clicking this button over here, and it will continuously generate new imagery based on different seeds for. So that was just a quick tutorial on ComfyUI. Very quick. Just wanted to kind of run through it. And that's just the generic workflow. There are so many different workflows that include animation, upscaling, so much more. So thanks for your time today, and tune in tomorrow. I'll have some new content. Later!